Oh, why, hello. I finally worked out how to do the sideways thing. We get there in the end. So today's energy update is not going, I'm not doing a reading today because it's going to take me a bit of time to explain through what's just totally landed for me on the weekend. So a week or so ago, I was watching this thing and it described what I'm going to describe to you. But on the weekend, it deeply landed for me. So I'm wanting to share this from my heart. I'm wanting to share this from that visceral place in my body that is my truth. So just take a breath, absorb what you need, come into what you need, just hear what you need, and the rest will flow because we're all in this and we're all choosing to be wherever we are in amongst this. So how it rolls is we have been in what I will normally call old world, new world. There's this little part in between at the moment as we're transitioning. So my dog's probably going to have a bark. So we'll let her do that. She's looking after us. And so the old world and the new world. There's this middle part here. So on the old world, it has been the space of the known. So we've known how to live, we've known how to show up, society's told us everything and how to do it, and so we've just said yes sir, no sir, yes we'll do that, and this is just what you do, this is how it is, this is what it is. And so we've been very comfortable sitting in that space, very comfortable, and it's become that if we're not comfortable, we feel out of control, and so it makes us keep the control, keeping in control, keeping in the known, keeping everything. What's happening now as the energy moves, we're moving into the new world, as I call it, into some new energy. Into it doesn't matter what you call it or how you call it, or it doesn't. That words don't mean much to me, but this is the only way I can explain it. So we're moving into the new world. And in that new world, it's unknown, everything, unknown. And the place, the safe place is in the courage that it takes us to step into it. So what I've realized is, because everything's unknown, if we try to bring from this space, if we try to bring the known, the comfort, into the unknown, it causes chaos, because what it's showing us is this middle part here. As we come through, this middle part is our edge. So our edge is a space where we go to our edge, where we're going to grow, where we're going to expand, where we're going to come into more of ourselves. So as we go to that edge, we're creating more for ourselves. But when we come through that into the new world, it's in the unknown. So basically everything that we've known over in this world, in the bin as such, because we need to come into that unknown space of not being in control of anything. Let me say that again. Not being in control of anything. Being in the unknown and knowing that there's flow, knowing that, so that this is where our masculine and feminine space, if you want to call them that, I say our feminine is our spirit and our human is our masculine. So it's, again, words don't mean anything, it's just what it is, the energetics of. When we're coming into the unknown with that, this is when we really need to do this. This is when we really need to, our masculine, feminine, our human spirit, whatever way you want to think of it, have to look at each other. And this is why you will have heard that we're becoming more whole, that we're lightening up, that we're becoming more whole. This is the space in that where we can see each other, where we can become whole. We're not separate and doing distorted feminine and distorted masculine separately. We're becoming divine and we're becoming together. We're coming into a wholeness of that. So in the unknown, when we do that with grace and love, and coming from love and not needing to know, we can have courage and we can sit in this new world with the courage of the unknown. If we try to bring the known and the control and what else is in there? The things that we think we know, our mind stuff. If we try to bring all that with our comfort zone into it, blows it right out and comes into chaos. This, when I really felt into this over the weekend, really landed. So much landed. And I am hoping, I'm offering that out to you guys too, that it's another way to just look at it, to sort of understand a little bit more of what is happening and how we're beginning to live in our unknown. And it's really exciting because the other part of the unknown is breaking through the glass ceilings. That, we've had this space that's been around us that would push up against the edge and get pushed back, and we'd stay in this side. We'd get pushed back into our comfort zone because coming over here was scary because it wasn't fully open yet. It hadn't sort of evolved enough for us to, not be in the chaos, but it has now. It's landing now. And so that's all closing down, that's opening up. Some people will stay here, fine, that's what they're going to do. They'll create their own whatever there. We are choosing, if you're listening to this, to come through into the new. And this transition time is that edge, is that trusting in yourself, sitting at your throne, staying at your throne, not going out like I should, they're doing it like this, I need to, all of those outside things where it takes you off your throne. You're gone out. Chaos, trauma, all of the different things takes you out. When things happen, we can just be here and have the unknown and the courage to just be and feel and be and feel and know that we have everything inside us to shine, which means we don't get attached. On this side, we were attached, deeply attached to everything, and it meant something, and it was rough and hard and all of the things. Over on this space, we're not attached. We're not attached, which means we don't judge, which means we're full of love, which means we have compassion, and it feels delightful to be journeying this life, to live. This is what I always say, here is heaven on earth, and we can actually have it here, and we can see everything and feel everything as a gift. It's not someone's trying to annoy us, which would be over here. Someone's trying to annoy us. Oh my God, they always do this. I can't believe they're ruining my life. On this side is, thank you for the gift. Thank you. Thank you. I can see where you're, helping me to move and navigate into my unknown, and where I'm able to unravel a lot of what has already been, and unravel it all and let that go and come into my unknown, have courage, the deep courage to come into this space. Because over here, we've been in a space of, it's fearful. If we're not in our comfy place, it's fearful, it's scary. And if we push at our edge, we just blow up. Not now. We can come through this edge. We can come to the edge and go, ooh, what does that feel like? How is that for me? What is that edge? And then it's like, I've got the courage to step over. I've got the courage to draw the line in the sand and step over. To Nanny McPhee, as I would say, have a Nanny McPhee, no more of the old, and just let it expand. And in that Nanny McPhee moment, you raise your ceilings. You raise the level of where you've been living from. This works with, the abundance side of things, the wealth, the health, the vitality, all of the things that we are as a human being, It allows us to break open that space and come more into our beauty, more into our inner knowing, and not coming from that, you know, feminine energy or the spirit side of things, the soul, or whatever you want to call it, the energetics of, allowing us to live in our energetics of, and knowing that our masculine or our human or our doer has got us and will do. The doing will happen automatically because of the being that is happening, and that we're coming together and marrying ourselves together a lot more to hold this incredible space. I have had glimpses and touches and whatever of all this space, and I realized also which the touches and feels of that space and the visions that I've been getting blow my mind, and they will blow yours too. And that's the whole point, to get out of the mind, drop into the heart, be with the energetics of who you are. Another point that has happened over the last couple of days is knowing that learning, my, you know, partner and I, you know, we've been tumultuous in our space and doing what we're doing, learning and living from each other, and really honoring that we can get messy and that there's a reason and that there's a gift in everything. And as we've been doing that, I've realized today that we've been preparing each other and ourselves. We've been preparing for living in the unknown. Everything that we've been doing has been getting us to know how to live in the unknown instead of the controlled, known, what's the other word that we were saying? Lost it right now, but just living in that space. They're comfortable. Living from that space to, we're going to cause crazy town, which in this space we had gone into a lot of chaos at times, and now we've come back to that courage space, and we're just like, wow, this is how we be in the unknown. This is how we live in the unknown. This is how we love in the unknown. And we just be courageous enough to say yes, courageous enough to move forward in that, courageous enough to stay at our throne as we move forward, to journey with our throne, which means our innermost truth, our innermost being. And we sit from this space, because from here everything is open to us, everything is available, everything is here. And we can then, like I describe it like a beacon, we turn our beacon on when we're at our throne, and everything just comes to us. Whatever we need comes to us. We do not leave this space, we do not venture out, because when we get thrown off like that most of the time it'll be a trauma or an old habit or whatever, and we just, off we go, we wander off. Not anymore. Stay at your throne, be you, be deeply you, and allow your beacon to be on, allow everything to come to you, have everything inside you to shine. This is a really incredible time. I also want to throw in about perimenopause in here for perimenopausal women, me included. That, you know, seeing perimenopause as a transition, the same as this. It's a transition, and we're coming through something, and it's a gift. When we can see it as a gift, that we're, you know, like I've noticed, you know, with pain in my arms or in my body, it's like letting go of all of this, all that I've hung on to for so long, not thinking that's what I needed to do, that I can now let it go. And that's the same for life, not just perimenopause, but just to give another spin on perimenopause as we're coming through, that we can let go now. We can relax, we can be in our feminine, even in our energetics, if you want to call it that, whether you're male or female, you can be in your feminine, your energetics space, because this is where we do our magic. This is where that give and that receive can really deeply happen, and know that our masculine or our human or our doer is there supporting us in our unknown, and we've got the courage to do it. So let's. Thank you. That is my energy update for this week. So for those of you that want to come on tomorrow, we've got Tuesday 12:30 Australian Standard Time, daylight savings times. Now we're on Sydney time at 12:30 and 7 p.m. Sydney time, if that makes sense. Anyway, contact me if you need to. And we're doing those online, and I can feel the energy already just brewing, so I'm really excited to bring those tomorrow. And yeah, just if you have any questions about this, if you're not understanding the transition, if it's like, what was she even talking about, contact me, get in contact with me, because I would love to share this with you, because when this can land, it changes your world. So happy journeying, so much love and light to you all, so much trust to you all, so much love.